When are you ready to buy? When are you ready to sell? You may not be ready to do anything in 6 months. You may not be ready to do something in a year. You may not be ready to do something in 2 years, but you are curious. You are curious probably about what it takes to buy a home, and you're curious about what it takes to sell a home. And so, as a real estate agent doing this for 26 years, I try to educate people to let them know how this process works and getting them prepared, whether it means like pulling up the credit to see if there's something that needs to be paid down. So when they are ready or they find that perfect house, they can make a move on that. Or when they're ready to put their house on the market, they know what the market's doing and they know what they can price their home at. So I'm here to talk to you about having those timelines and that freedom to make a decision on when you want to buy something or when you want to sell something. Now, when you work with an outside lender, an outside loan officer, their idea is to figure out what will it take to get you into a home, to get you pre-approved to buy something. But it doesn't mean that you have to buy something now. It means that you're just getting prepared. But when you work with a lender, with a builder, the builder wants you to buy the home now because they have a community of properties, of homes that they have on the market that they just completed, and they want to go ahead and close those homes so they can move to their next project. So if you're getting the cold shoulder from a builder because you can't do anything now, it's because they have the agenda to get that property and that community sold out so they can move on to the next community. And that's why I tell a lot of people when you go to a builder, you want to have a real estate agent. You want to have your own lender approve you or pre-qualify you. So that way you have the freedom to go out and look at all these different options out there, whether it's new homes, pre-owned, for sale by owners, whatever. But now you have the freedom to go ahead and look at different options that work for you and take your time to look at stuff out there because the builder's not going to be there for you on that. When you're getting pre-qualified for a new home with a builder, they're getting you pre-qualified for that home, for those homes, not for any other houses. Maybe all the homes they have in their subdivision, but not for any other houses aside from that. So it's always good if you can get pre-qualified with an outside lender because now you have more options. And you don't have to rush. You don't have to go out there looking for the house because you're pre-qualified and they're trying to hurry up and get you into a home. Okay. So as a seller, the same thing. You work with a real estate agent who's going to help you, who's going to guide you, who's going to tell you what you need to do. Get prepared. Send you CMAs every 3 months. Get you prepared on what's going on in the market, what's happening with interest rates, so that you can pick the best time to get your home in the market. Now, we can't time the market. I mean, there's nobody that can time the market. There's no crystal ball to say, oh, this is the best time to put your house on the market. We always say that, yes, springtime, there's a lot more buyers in the market, but then there's a lot more competition. So that means that if you price your house too high and your competition's lower, then yes, you will have a problem selling your home. If you put your house on the market in the wintertime, fewer buyers, but more serious buyers because now they're looking for a home rather than Christmas shopping, you know? So a seller has different options to do stuff, but the only way you get guided to that is that you know what the CMA says, what the values are doing, so that you have an idea, okay, maybe this is the good time to put my house on the market. But being educated about the market and being prepared and knowing what to do in your home to increase that value is going to be what helps you in the end. But having a great real estate agent to guide you through that is going to help you. Now, I'm not saying you have to go with me. I mean, I love to educate people and I love to keep up with them and stay up on them so that they understand what's happening in the market. But ultimately, it's your decision. When do you want to start? When do you want to put your house on the market? When do you want to get out there and look at houses? You know, and I always go with the premise of like, when do you want to get your keys and actually move in the house? When do you want to get your funds and sell the house? That kind of thing. So the idea here of this video is to make sure you understand not all real estate agents are looking to get you in there like within 30 days or like right away. I'm here to help you, just to guide you through that process so that you can go from step 1 to step 2. from A to B. And then you just go through that process. And when you're ready, then you can say, okay, I'm ready to go ahead and start really moving forward. But at least get on the right track because there are a lot of options. There's a lot of ways to sell homes. There's a lot of ways to sell your home. And I can go over those different options. They don't all work for you, but at least you'll find something that benefits you and your family. There's a lot of ways to buy homes, but they don't all work for you, but there will be options there that will work when you're ready to buy a home. So the premise of all of this is to make sure you understand this is on your timeline. When are you looking to do things? And when do you want to start? And do you want to have a sit-down conversation to find out what are my options? What do I need to do? How can I get started? I'm not ready to buy now. I'm not ready to sell now. But I want to at least get educated and know how this process works so that I can make some good decisions. Very simple, very simple. And a lot of real estate agents will not take the time to do that because they want somebody now. They want somebody to close now. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking to educate you. I'm looking to help you and to guide you. And when you're ready, all I ask is that you call me back to help you so that I can guide you through that process and then get you to the end. So I hope this educates you a little bit. I hope this tells you a little bit about what I do and how I do it so that you can see I'm all about making sure that you're prepared. So when you make these decisions, you're happy in the end when you close and you get your check, you get your keys, you move in, you're happy. And then you send me your friends and family. So anyhow, have a wonderful weekend. And I hope you make some really great decisions on what you want to do. But in the meantime, if you need some guidance and you need some help and you want to know what the options are, reach out to me. 210-942-4893, or you can reply back to this email. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.